Well, good morning. Welcome to the CBS AM debrief for this Thursday, the 4th of October. Just coming up towards 9 o'clock here in the Sydney office. I'm David Combe. And overnight market action. The markets in the States were not disappointed by the quantitative easing proposed by the Federal Open Markets Committee. And this has now seen the Dow finish its highest level in 2 years, since September 2008. So quite an impressive showing there, and no upsets on the political front there for the US midterm elections. So things are looking pretty good here as far as some fairly key levels being taken out. And certainly, if we have a quick look here before I move on to the market indices, we can see that the vector-based trading system here is throwing up quite a lot of green lights, and both in terms of rising price, the buy-sell ratio, and the relative timing. And we can actually take a closer look at some of the technicals here, all moving up pretty nicely. We've got a MACD crossover here. The detrended price oscillator is up nicely and moving in the right direction. And we've also got what's known as the system of primary wave, which is up as well. So all things looking pretty good there for a run up. If we just quickly go to look at our local market here, we can see we've got the makings of actually taking out that previous high there. So rather than seeing this rolling over motion, we are actually making a higher high. Yeah, all in all, looking pretty good. Let's go back to take a look at exactly what happened with the indices. So the Dow is at 11,215, or up 26. S&P 500 is up 4.39, getting very close to 2,000 level there. And Nasdaq up 6.75. European session was mostly down to varying degrees, with the FTSE down 8, CAC down 22, and the DAX down 36. Yesterday, our market pretty much sat on its hands, and we ended up closing slightly up. Likewise with although the Hang Seng was a stronger mover, up 2. And in terms of what the futures are suggesting here, not a great move to the upside here. Currently pointing up 8, so let's see what happens there. Hang Seng up 388, much stronger showing. Take a look now at the commodities. Crude 85 up pretty strongly there, $1.20, and coffee up at 196.15. Cotton at 135.52. Wheat at 6.90 and a quarter. Sugar at 30.15 cents, and soy at 12.37 and a half. Oats at 3.73 and 3/4. Rough rice at 14.54 and a half, and wool at $9.90, which was up 10 cents. Copper at 382.60. Gold at 13.42 and 20 cents. Is actually down $8.70 at the moment. Silver at 24.85, up a fraction. And then our currency pairs, the euro was buying 1.4145 US dollars, the pound 1.6098. So quite a strong move there on the pound to US dollar. And I guess it's interesting to note that we've got one side of the Atlantic there, the UK, engaged in fiscal austerity, I think it'd be fair to say, and then on the other side we've got plenty of spending going on. So yes, perhaps that's why we're seeing that spread there. The little Aussie battler, not so little now, buying 1.0056 US dollars. US dollars buying 1.0049 Canadian, and 0.9704 Swiss francs. Okay, let's take a look at the economic calendar and see what that has in store for us. Most of the exciting stuff for this week is probably out of the way, but obviously there's the 0.25% on the Fed decision. Got some stuff out of New Zealand shortly, and mostly to do with employment. Then we've got some retail sales out locally at 11:30, and Eurozone PMI data and consumer price index out of Switzerland. We've got a rates decision out of the UK tonight around 10 o'clock PM our time. And then that's about it for the rest of the day. We're going into, of course, the first Friday of the month, which is when we have our non-farms payrolls data out of the US. So I'll correct what I just said. Not too much great significance out for the rest of this week. That's wrong. We've got to focus our eyes on this employment data to see how things are continuing to trend there in the US. Okay, so we'll move on and have a look at the Falcon Trader. And what have we got here? The index that we were just looking at a minute ago. Let's take a quick look at the Aussie dollar. That has now pretty well taken out that Fibonacci extension. So we looked at this previously. A move, and then B, C, D, extension ran up there, spent a bit of time here, retraced, but now looks to have punched through that level. And so we can probably forget about that one, other than that may become future support on any dips, would be my my view on things there. And then based on this, let's get rid of that one. I'll leave that for now. Okay, what else can we have a look at? We talked about Kingsgate consolidated, I think on Tuesday of this week. That's continued to push up quite nicely. I do like that particular stock, and hopefully we'll see some more gains there today. We've also talked about Paladin, and that's continuing to push higher nicely here. And Bannerman was another one in the uranium sector that technically looked quite good. Okay, there we go. Yep, that's moved up quite well as well. See if we can get a bit of a feel for that, where we're seeing the technicals, and I haven't had a chance to draw any trend lines in here, but if we started around here and drew that across there, we have clearly the starts of a break from that downward trend. So not making lower lows and lower highs anymore, starting to make higher highs. Okay, we'll just finish off with our natural gas, which certainly was doing quite well there, but seems to be going to a little bit of consolidation here. So this is around about our entry for clients that bought the warrant. Hopefully we'll get another move up here, but reasonably comfortable if it continues to hold this particular level here and just consolidates, because we've got plenty of time value in that warrant. Okay, well, thanks as always for your attention and interest, and I think we'll call it the end of the session there, and I will wish everyone a happy day's trading and a good day, and let's figure out how to turn this quarter off, and see you next time. Bye for now.